Our orders are to capture Enbar by striking the enemy's stronghold directly. How familiar are you with the geography of Fodlan? Then you must be aware that the Kingdom and the Empire are separated by the impassable Ogma Mountains, right? Legend has it that Saint Seros once crossed over those mountains to fight against the Fell King Nemesis. But don't fool yourself. Leading a large army over such steep mountains would be near impossible.
In order to infiltrate the Empire, we have no choice but to go around the mountains, either to the east or to the west.
Yes, I agree. The Alliance is currently split in two. Those who stand with the Empire and those who are against it. Leading the Imperial faction is House Gloucester, while House Regan leads those who oppose. We should take advantage of their internal conflict and proceed east along the mountains until we reach the Great Bridge of Myrden in Alliance territory.
The Aramid River divides Alliance and Empire territory. There are many large bridges that cross it. However, the Great Bridge of Myrden is by far the largest, and it is also closest to the monastery. I believe you crossed that bridge 5 years ago on your journey to the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
I'm afraid we have no other option. This is our only hope. Perhaps our next move should be to contact House Regan and request their cooperation. Claude of House Regan is the leader of the Alliance and is firmly against the Empire. They are the enemy of our enemy. In other words, hopefully, a friend.
Are you suggesting that we ask House Regan to engage the Gloucester soldiers?
I am. If we take the bridge, then House Gloucester will no longer be able to receive support from the Empire. There's no way a man as wise as Claude would refuse our request.
And once we manage to capture the Great Bridge and gain a foothold into the Empire,
then we cross Gronder Field and head south toward Enbar.
But if we get attacked from both sides, we'll have to fight people from the Alliance, won't we?
Speaking of House Gloucester, I wonder how Lawrence is holding up. If we meet him again, it will probably be as enemies. To be honest, I'd rather avoid seeing him altogether.
If you do not wish to kill familiar faces, do not tarry over the corpses of the dead.
Good advice.
Prepare yourselves. It is time to steal your souls for the task at hand.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Lone Moon. The Rose-Colored River. The Kingdom Army meets with Rodrigue in Aelel, the Valley of Torment. With the strength of House Fraldarius on their side, the time to invade the Empire is finally at hand.
even though it's in ruins, in some strange way, this monastery never truly changes, does it? I studied at the Officers' Academy when I was young. Those memories come rushing back whenever I return. What are you doing here at this hour anyway? It's the same for me. Perhaps you'll allow me to join you. Much appreciated. I keep recalling my eldest son. He was quite gifted. In fact, he was appointed a knight at the age of 15. I still vividly remember the day he was granted a sword from His Majesty. Dead. He was killed 9 years ago in Dusker. All that returned of him that day were his sword and his armor. After it happened, I said something horrible to Felix. He's hated me ever since, and I don't blame him. No matter how much you grieve, the dead will never return. No magic in the world can bring them back. That's why their memory clings to the living like a curse. The more they were loved, the tighter their hold, and the more suffering they cause. I fear I am not a strong enough man to scold His Highness for his foolishness. Since this war began, we've seen countless generals, soldiers, and citizens die. It never gets easier. Professor, I entrust the young prince and the future of Fargus to you. You are a brave one, aren't you? One worthy of leading the Church of Seros, I dare say. You should know that I have no intention of insisting that you take back Ferdiat. All I ask is that you continue to rein in Dimitri's manic desire for revenge. Now then, we have received House Regan's consent. All that's left is for us to depart. If we make it through Gloucester territory and across the Great Bridge of Myrddin, we'll be in Empire territory. You are not afraid, are you? Yes, such is war. I'm glad you were the one to lead the Blue Lion House, Professor. I mean that.
Oh, hi, Professor. Do you remember what we talked about before? About doing my best to not do my best? Well, I've been pretty busy recently, and despite my best efforts, I've been trying way too hard. I was busy all day yesterday with training and work. I just couldn't help myself. That's why I decided to take a day off today. It's just, now that I have a day off, I don't know what to do with myself. Please, you have to help me. What should I do? I tried that. I couldn't calm down enough to fall asleep. I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm cut out for not doing my best. Oh! You're a professor. You must know some secret technique for deep relaxation, right? If you do, please teach me. I'm begging you. I'm at my wit's end. Got it. I'll try that right now. This candy is so sweet and delicious, and it goes so well with piping hot tea. Ooh, and speaking of the tea, your brewing skills are incredible. I'd love to be able to make such nice tea, but... Oh, Professor, will you teach me how to brew tea like this? I'll do my best to learn, and then I'll make delicious tea for you as thanks. Oh, sorry. Back to my old tricks, it seems. So, why is it so difficult to not do my best? I try and try to not try, but it just doesn't work. Professor? You're right. Doing nothing is just not my style. To be myself, I've got to do my best every day. Okay. Then you really must teach me how to make such delicious tea. You will, won't you? Please. Oh, and also, well, thank you. You've listened to me and helped me face my troubles. Now I feel like I can talk to you about anything. Honestly, I wish we could go on drinking tea like this forever.
Professor, a pleasure to see you. I was here for confessional, confessing my foolishness. While I'm at it, may I confess something to you too? I realize what a burden I've been. On you, I mean. After every breakup, I neglect my work, and I know how that affects you. I'm completely worthless as a woman. Can you imagine how that feels? Oh, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I just know it. You think so too, don't you? Really? So if I couldn't find anybody else, you'd marry me? Oh, don't worry. I can tell by the look on your face you didn't mean it. What's wrong with me? It's not my looks. I'm still gorgeous. Or am I? Be honest, do I look old? No, not possible. I'm the songstress who swept the Empire off its feet. Men professed their love for me hourly. It can't be my looks. You're right. Although, just fine is a bit... Well, it's better to be attractive than just fine. Oh no. If the problem isn't my looks, and they are not the problem, then it must be... what? My personality? I know you're trying to find a way to say it gently, but you think there's a problem, don't you? I suppose I can be a bit unkempt. I do have a short temper, and I may be a little lazy, sometimes. But I've always heard fellas, you know, like a woman with a few flaws. Seems to me there are plenty of flawed girls who have landed themselves a good man. So maybe my trouble is I'm not imperfect enough. Do you think I could use a few more flaws? Are you saying I'm perfect as I am? Come now, you'll make me blush.
Professor, so this is where you were. I have something I would like to show you. I found this in Lady Rhea's room. It seems to be a letter, addressed to you. I admit some guilt to the action. However, I hoped Lady Rhea had left something behind. I have not read the contents of the letter. If you do not object, could we read it together?
Dear child, I have little time, and so I will keep this brief. I asked you to take care of things should something happen, but I wish to make myself useful as well. I left a treasure at the Holy Tomb. Please take it. However, note that I set a bit of a trap to prevent thieves from stealing it. Please take ample precautions so that you are not harmed when you retrieve it. May Sothis protect you. Rhea.
Her handwriting is a mess. It is likely she wrote this letter 5 years ago, just before the battle. If Lady Rhea says it's a treasure, then I've no doubt it would be useful to us. If you plan to retrieve it, I will accompany you. What is your plan, Professor? However, it says that Lady Rhea laid some manner of trap in the Holy Tomb. Just to be safe, I'd like to request someone else accompany us. We don't know what dangers await. Something is wrong. Do not let your guard down. Phantoms? And some are giving commands. Remove them from the battlefield immediately.
I'll cut through. What's the plan? I was just stronger.
Ready when you are. My duty is your death.
I do this for all of us. Huh? A little scratch won't stop me.
I'll comply.
Let's clean up.
I'm your girl.
I'd be honored. Ha!
Feels good to fight for a cause.
Let's go. What's my strategy?
At your service.
Mechanical beasts. Locate their puppet masters and eliminate them.
Just be careful. All for our future.
Still here. Only...
I can always depend on you.
Think this through.
I'm not afraid.
At your service. I don't...
I'll cut through. You fought well. This... What's the plan?
Ready when you are.
What's my strategy? Let's go.
Think this through.
Not what I was...
I do this for all of us.
Her enemies are my enemies.
I'd be honored.
I'll comply.
I'm your girl.
It was the only way. I don't want... I'd be honored.
At your service.
Ready when you are.
What's the plan?
I'm your girl.
I...
I'm your girl. At your service.
I'd be honored.
Let's go.
Injuries mean nothing. No escape!
Think this through. I do this for all of us. What's next?
No way I can lose here.
Ready when you are. I aim for greatness.
What's the plan? Don't bother haunting me.
I'll cut through. What's my strategy?
Let's clean up.
At your service.
Think this through.
I'd be honored. I'd be honored. I'm still here.
Let's go.
At your service.
Ready when you are. I shall not stray.
What's the plan? You knew the odds.
I'll cut through. What's my strategy?
Let's clean up.
You haven't earned my pity.
My duty is your death.
bother haunting me.
It's over. Yeah!
I fully...
Maybe I'm not a total waste. One down. Target?
Just a scratch.
It was the only way.
I do this for all of us. Yeah! What? I'm your girl. I'm your girl.
Injuries mean nothing.
I do this for all of us. Yeah! Bernie's unstoppable. At your service.
Let's go. Her enemies are my enemies. I must pull through.
Ready when you are. I shall not stray. Let's clean up.
I'll comply.
Not finished yet.
What's the plan? I'll cut through. our chance.
Always something.
Stronger.
Just a scratch. I may not survive.
Hunt them like beasts!
Be careful.
Thinning their numbers. Not finished yet.
Just a scratch.
At your service.
Just a scratch.
At your service.
I'll cut through. What's the plan? I may not survive.
Need to...
Ready when you are. I aim for greatness. Next try.
Not like... Where's...
I'm your girl. Be careful. Not finished yet.
I'll comply. No escape!
Just a scratch.
Let's clean up. Stay down.
I'll cut through.
Ready when you are. Who's next?
What's the plan?
I will not die here.
I may not survive. Just a scratch.
Be careful. I'm your girl.
Much appreciated.
Not finished yet.
cut through. I may not survive.
At your service.
Let's clean up. Thinning their numbers. Not what I... You're in
The puppets
tip-top
still
shape.
move, but they appear weaker. Destroying...
What's the plan?
Ready when you are.
For now.
Even if I die.
What's the plan? I'll cut through. What's my strategy? Just a scratch.
I'd be honored.
I'm your girl.
Even if I die.
Ready when you are.
Crap. I feel weak.
Be careful.
It seems all is safe. Let's find Lady Rhea's treasure quickly. Here. So this is Lady Rhea's treasure. I never thought a holy tomb would have a trap such as that. Had we not been prepared. Yet, if Lady Rhea laid that trap, then what kind of person is she? Perhaps you should go save Lady Rhea and ask her directly. Whatever the truth, still this treasure has been recovered. I do not know how much history is attached to this item, but it is an amazing artifact. It is possible this weapon once engraved its name in the history of the Church of Seros. This is your responsibility, imparted to you by Lady Rhea. You must decide how best to make use of it. I will be going now. I must prepare for our next battle.